AI Business Brief for July 11, 2026. Apple sued OpenAI for trade secret theft tied to a rumored iPhone competitor. Meta killed its controversial Instagram AI feature that let anyone generate deepfakes of public accounts. Zapier and N8N are pushing AI agents that autonomously handle marketing campaigns and compliance workflows. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief 2026-0711. Next section, lead story. Apple filed a lawsuit against OpenAI Friday alleging systematic trade secret theft orchestrated by senior leadership, including Chief Hardware Officer Tang Tan. Accusations center on OpenAI's recruiting practices, using Apple's confidential project code names during interviews, asking candidates to bring in Apple hardware components, coaching departing employees on how to evade security procedures, and requesting details about unannounced products. One former Apple engineer allegedly failed to return an Apple-issued laptop and used it to download confidential technical documents that were then shared with other Apple employees applying to OpenAI jobs. The timing matters. OpenAI is rumored to be developing its first hardware product, potentially a smartphone that relies on AI agents instead of apps. If true, this would directly compete with the iPhone and represent one of the largest threats to Apple's core hardware business. Apple sent OpenAI a letter in February raising these concerns and received no response. Read more for small businesses. This lawsuit signals the real stakes in the AI hardware race. If OpenAI succeeds in building an agent-first phone, it could fundamentally change how businesses interact with software. Instead of downloading apps for every task, you would describe what you need and an AI agent would execute it. That could mean lower software costs and simpler workflows, but also new vendor dependencies and privacy trade-offs. Next section, tools and launches. Zapier AI agents for marketing now let you describe a goal, and the platform builds the workflow automatically. You can set up agents that pull audience data from your CRM, customer relationship management, generate platform-specific ad copy and visuals, and publish campaigns across LinkedIn, Meta, and Google Ads without manual handoffs. The promise is scaling strategy without adding headcount, multiple campaigns running simultaneously, real-time optimization, and continuous feedback loops instead of manual launch analyze adjust cycles. Read more if you already use Zapier. This is worth testing on a non-critical campaign. The 9,000+ app integrations mean you can likely connect your existing stack without rework. The risk is giving AI too much autonomy before you understand its decision-making patterns. N8N compliance automation replaces spreadsheets and periodic check-ins with continuous monitoring and automatic evidence collection. The platform integrates with cloud providers, identity tools, and code repositories to track security controls in real time and produce audit trails on demand. Key features: a PI-based evidence collection, not manual uploads, tamper-resistant audit trails, and pre-built framework mappings for SOC2, GDPR, PCI DSS, and HIPAA. Read more. This matters if you are pursuing a compliance certification or already maintain one. Manual evidence collection costs weeks of team time per audit. Automated collection means audits become queryable databases instead of scrambles. Check that the platform's framework coverage is deep enough for your auditor's specific requests, or you will still be assembling artifacts by hand. SAP acquired Dremio, a data lakehouse platform that blends SAP and non-SAP data without extensive movement or conversion. Small businesses get real-time analytics tools that combine sales, marketing, and operations data into a cohesive framework. The practical applications: enhanced customer insights, streamlined operations through real-time data access, cost savings from eliminating data movement, and faster decision-making. Read more. The challenge is integration complexity. Evaluate whether your current IT infrastructure can accommodate this without a complete overhaul. Training employees to use the new environment will require time and resources that could temporarily impact productivity. Next section, Business Playbook. AI agents are changing marketing execution. Instead of rule-based automation that follows fixed sequences, AI agents reason through goals, decide on approaches, and adapt based on results. Real-world use cases: drafting weekly email newsletters about trending topics in your industry, running daily SEO analysis, personalizing messaging and offers to individual users in real time across every channel, and automatically compiling analytics with performance trends surfaced to the right people at the right time. The result is campaigns moving from idea to live faster with fewer handoffs. Read more. Start with a single low-stakes workflow to understand how the agent makes decisions. Monitor its outputs closely for the first few weeks before expanding scope. Compliance automation is shifting from point-in-time audits to continuous monitoring. The workflow: map regulations to internal controls, integrate business systems via APIs, collect evidence automatically on a defined cadence, and trigger alerts and remediation when controls drift. The economic case is straightforward. If your team spends weeks assembling audit artifacts manually, automated evidence collection pays for itself in the first audit cycle. Read more. Look for platforms that support your specific frameworks with pre-built evidence collection for the controls your auditors request. Shallow template support means you are still doing manual assembly work. Next section, Pricing and Access Watch. Zapier AI agents are available now through Zapier's existing platform. Pricing details were not disclosed in the announcement, but the platform integrates with existing Zapier workflows. N8N compliance automation pricing varies by deployment size and framework coverage. The platform offers API and webhook support for custom integrations beyond pre-built connectors. SAP Dremio integration will be available through SAP's enterprise offerings. No specific pricing for small business tiers was announced. Next section, Industry Moves. Meta removed its controversial Instagram AI feature that allowed users to generate images by tagging public Instagram accounts after immediate backlash. The feature, announced Tuesday as part of the new Muse Image AI model, did not alert account owners when their photos were used and required manual opt-out through settings. Critics, including the Screen Actors Guild and the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, called it an obvious tool for sextortion and identity fraud. Meta acknowledged the feature missed the mark and removed it Friday. Read more. This rollback shows the limits of opt-out as a privacy model. If you build AI features that use customer data designed for opt-in from the start, the regulatory and reputational risk of getting this wrong is higher than the friction of asking permission. Instagram head Adam Mosseri said users who don't like AI content shouldn't have it in your feed, but the platform will not offer filters to remove AI posts entirely. Instagram will label AI-generated content, but won't give users an option to filter it out. Mosseri acknowledged detecting AI content is hard and may become impossible as models improve. He suggested it might be more practical to label non-AI, camera-captured content instead. Read more. If your business uses Instagram for marketing, expect AI-generated content to become a larger portion of what your audience sees. Authentic, camera-captured content may become a differentiator. Sunrun is launching a pilot program to place AI compute nodes in homes equipped with solar and battery storage systems, paying customers to host the hardware. The company plans to sell the distributed compute power to enterprise buyers like AI companies. This approach spreads compute infrastructure across the country in smaller units, instead of consolidating it in large data centers. Over 70% of Americans oppose new data center construction in their area due to pollution, noise, and resource use. Read more. For businesses, this signals the emergence of distributed compute marketplaces. If the model works, expect more companies offering to pay for access to your infrastructure in exchange for hosting compute or storage. The Trump administration eased export controls for the UAE, including favorable review of export license applications for MGX, the UAE-backed investment firm that used a Trump family-linked stablecoin for its $2 billion Binance investment. The rule gives the UAE government, Abu Dhabi AI conglomerate G42, and its cloud subsidiary Core 42 access to license exceptions for certain advanced computing equipment. The changes could speed chip sales by reducing the need for separate export licenses. Read more. This matters if your business relies on cloud infrastructure from providers operating in the UAE, or if you are evaluating data center locations. Easier access to advanced chips in the UAE could drive new regional cloud capacity. Next section, Quick Wins. Test an AI agent on a repetitive marketing task. Pick one campaign workflow you run weekly, collecting trending topics in your industry, drafting newsletters, or pulling performance data from multiple platforms. Use Zapier or a similar platform to build an agent that handles the collection and drafting, then review and approve before sending. Track how much time it saves and how many iterations you need to get usable output. Audit your compliance evidence collection process. List every artifact your last audit required, screenshots, logs, configuration snapshots, approval records. For each item, note whether you assembled it manually or pulled it automatically. Calculate the hours spent on manual collection. If it exceeds 40 hours, compliance automation likely pays for itself in one audit cycle. Next section, Outlook. Two patterns dominate today's stories. AI agents moving from experimental to operational, Zapier marketing agents, N8N compliance automation, distributed compute pilots, and the backlash against AI features that users didn't ask for, Meta's Instagram deepfake tool. Instagram's refusal to let users filter AI content. The divide is clear. Automation that replaces tedious work gets adopted. Features that erode user control get rejected. Watch for more lawsuits like Apple v. OpenAI as AI companies push into hardware and compete directly with their former partners. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech, stay smart, stay ahead.